Memories of the Vietnamese Village, the art of stone binding and landscape in Vietnamese bonsai. Oh, welcome back to the channel, Beautiful Bonsai. Many people ask me, why does it take so much time to bind stones to the roots of a tree? Mr. Thang, a veteran stone craftsman from Ninh Binh, once gave me this answer. The art of stone binding is not simply placing a tree on a rock. It is about rebuilding an entire realm of memory. And truly, when a stone artisan steps into the world of bonsai, he brings with him not only technique, but also a way of thinking about space, about time, and about art. To understand how these philosophies are brought to life, please continue watching. Meeting the stone artisan. Under the gentle sunlight at Tin Mai Garden in Nam Dien Nam Ding, everyone watches attentively as the artisan binds stone to the tree. Mr. Thang, a stone artist from Ninh Binh, has come to work on an old san tree belonging to the Tin Mai family. According to the garden owner, this san tree was acquired in 2008 and carefully nurtured until today. Now, Mr. Thang is invited to bind stone to the tree and to build a small landscape for the final work. As I watch him work, I speak with him. He is a gentle man, open and sincere. But when working with stone, he becomes extremely meticulous and decisive. We talk deeply, as people who truly understand one another. I learned that in his earlier years back in Ninh Binh, Mr. Thang specialized in carving temple patterns and creating traditional rock landscapes. Later, he expanded his craft into stonework for bonsai, a journey that has lasted nearly 20 years. Many years ago, I already knew him as the artisan who bound stone for the work Tien Long Toa Ko Do in Ninh Binh. Later, for Komak Ki Long in Tai Binh, I also filmed his work directly. And today, once again, I watch him quietly working here at Tin Mai Garden. In northern Vietnam, stone art is often known through decorative stone, stone carving, or ornamental rock. But in the world of bonsai, stone craftsmen are indispensable. Thanks to them, bonsai works are elevated both in artistic value and in cultural meaning. Only after watching Mr. Thang bind stone many times do I truly understand how demanding this craft is. He studies each stone vein, each hollow in the rock, each root line of the tree. He selects every small stone carefully, building form, balance, and composition. At this moment, I believe he is at his most inspired. The first step is choosing the right stone. A tree with thick, rugged roots requires smooth stones. A tree with many fine roots needs rough, weathered rock. Some special trees even require driftwood stone. Then comes the challenge of making everything look natural, harmonious, and artistic. At the same time, the roots must be able to cling, to lean, and to breathe. Every tree demands a different approach. Every work is a new creation, guided by the spirit of the tree itself. And the final result is a work that makes people pause, look closely, and quietly agree. This is beautiful. Carrying the memory of the Vietnamese village. Dear friends, in the art of bonsai, some works impress us with dramatic forms or high commercial value. But there are other works that make us fall silent, because within them lives a familiar memory, the memory of the Vietnamese village. Within a single pot, we may see roots embracing rocky cliffs, mountain ledges shaped by time. At the foot of the stone, there may appear an ancient communal house roof or the faint presence of the banyan tree, the village well, the communal courtyard. This is no longer simple decoration. This is the art of rebuilding memory. Stone, where time begins, its story. In Vietnamese bonsai, stone is never just an ornament. A stone that is truly right for a tree is a stone with age, with calm presence, with the marks of time and weather. The stone does not need to be rare. It only needs to be old. When binding stone to a tree, the stone must not overpower the tree. The tree must not be forced upon the stone. Roots do not grip, they embrace. The trunk does not press, it leans. At that moment, the stone becomes memory itself, like a moss-covered wall, like the old courtyard threshold worn smooth by generations of footsteps. The bonsai artist is no longer shaping a tree. He is conversing with time. Stone binding. The patience of the artisan stone binding is a long process. Sometimes it takes many years for roots to settle into stone naturally without force. What it requires is patience, restraint, and a very Vietnamese sense of beauty. Not showy, not perfect. An old root system, twisting deeply around stone, does not need to be symmetrical. It only needs to hold firm and to hold true. Because in nature, nothing is ever perfect, and it is this imperfection that gives a bonsai its soul. Miniature temples, building a scene or a memory. When miniature temples or communal houses are added to a bonsai, the line becomes very delicate. Too much, and it becomes a model. With restraint, it becomes memory. A roof does not need to be large. A pagoda does not need to be detailed. Only a gently curved roof in the distance, a moss-covered stone step, a few aged bricks placed just right. That is enough for the viewer to complete the rest within their own mind. Because every Vietnamese person carries within them an image of the village communal house. Bonsai, after all, should suggest, not explain everything. Banyan tree, village well, communal yard. In Vietnamese bonsai landscapes, the banyan tree is often placed at the center, not because of its form, but because of its meaning. The banyan tree is a witness to village festivals, to farewells, and to the cycle of life, death, and return. The village well does not need to be deep. It only needs to be still. The well in bonsai is not only meant to be admired, but to reflect ourselves. When tree, stone, well, and village roof come together, the bonsai is no longer just a potted tree. It becomes a fragment of the Vietnamese village, carefully held within a single work of art. When bonsai is no longer just for viewing. Perhaps the greatest value of Vietnamese bonsai does not lie in size, nor in price. It lies in its ability to preserve memory. Amid modern life, amid concrete gardens and city lights, a bonsai filled with village spirit can slow us down. Slow us down to remember. Slow us down to reflect. Slow us down to realize where we come from. At that moment, bonsai is no longer just a hobby. It becomes a way of storytelling, through trees, through stone, through time. And thanks to the dedication of bonsai artists and stone craftsmen, Vietnamese bonsai gains the depth to continue telling the stories of its homeland. Dear viewers, through the hands of artists like Mr. Thang, Vietnamese bonsai is not merely about shaping branches or binding stone. It is how we preserve the image of the village within a quiet corner of modern life. So that when we look at a small well, a miniature roof, or an aged root, our minds grow calm and our homeland feels close once again. I deeply respect Vietnamese artisans who leave behind not only beautiful works, but living memories. Because within a single tree, a simple roof, or a tiny well, lies an entire sky of homeland, the place where we were born, where we grew up, and where our memories remain. And I believe that the footage recorded today is not merely documentation. Perhaps, one day, it too will become memory. What do you think? Please share your thoughts with us.